everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have decided to do another quick card tutorial with you, and this time it's going to be super simple. I always get asked why I put so many layers on my cards, etc. This time I'm going to use minimal layers, no flowers, which is going to be really hard because I always love to embellish my my cards. So it's going to be a really easy tutorial, and I hope you get inspired to make some cards yourselves. And so let's get started. So the paper I'll be using is from this Misty Rose paper pad, and it's the 6x6 pad, and I absolutely love the colour tones of the designs. This is my favourite page out of the whole pad, so I'll definitely be using this one, which I've already cut my layers off. And I've also got a layer from this page, so it's really nice, like a watercolour effect page here. And I've also got a pink one, which is this one here for my insert. So I have got a flick through of the papers on another video. I'll put the link to that below if you want to have a closer look at these. And I've also got out the 3x4 stack, which is a fabulous handy little thing to have. And I've pulled out I'm Thinking of You, if I can find a few. I'm using this little guy here, and that's it. So let's get started. It's going to be, like I said, a really simple card, but try and make it quite effective. So my card base I've got ready here and it's just a craft card, and it's almost like the recycled cardstock, and I got this from the range, and it's a 220 GSM cardstock, and it's a top folding card, and this measures 6 by 4.5. So I've got my card base ready. I've also got my layers cut out. So this is my first layer, and I've cut it down to size where it's just going to leave me a tiny little border, almost like a little frame. And I'm gonna quickly distress the edges of this, which also adds to the dimension of a card, because it just gives it that vintage look, shabby distressed look, but it looks like there's a white layer behind there as well. So I'm not gonna go crazy and distress it loads. I'm just gonna give it a quick little distress just to bring out that white core a bit more on the edge. And you'll see how it pops off that craft coloured card. This corner here. So here is my first layer, and you can see straight away how this kind of lifts off. Do you see the contrast here? And then this I'm going to put down with some foam. Sorry, I'm actually going to use some dry adhesive, and this is just double-sided tape, which I'm just going to put down on the back. This is the finger lift tape, which is really handy because it literally just comes off. The backing just comes off really easily, like that. And I'm going to have that centralized just in the middle here. And in fact, this will make a really nice note card with just a little message here and an insert. But I have got my layers cut out. So then my next layer is this really pale greeny tealy kind of a colour, and I'm going to do the same again. I'm going to give this a quick rough look around the edges, and you can use your distress tools for this, or blunt pair of scissors, or whatever you have at hand. And this time I'm going to have this slightly raised, and it's going to go on some foam. So I've got some double-sided foam tape here. Oh, that's a really pretty side as well, but I think I want the paler side. You'll see in a sec why. I have cut out a die cut, and it's a tonic die, which I will show you in a sec, and all the products I'm using will be listed below for you as well. So let's take the backing off these foam strips. These are really tacky, super tacky. And last one. Okay, and then as soon as this is off, you're going to put it quite central like this. The next thing I have is my die cut, and this is such an intricate frame die, and it's a tonic die. I've not got the full packaging with me, but it's this die here, and it's got all these layers, so I won't be using the layers, I'm just using the actual frame. And I've taken the same craft card and I've just die cut it out, and it cut really well, and I'm just gonna finish poking through these little bits, which is really easy. But like I always say, if the intricate dies, just take a bit more love and care, because you don't want to mess all the detail. And just the last bit here, which needs taking out. So that is my frame die, and it is absolutely stunning. Let me just take this little, just stick there, and you can see how that looks. Almost looks like, you know, those wood pieces that you can get, the decorative wood pieces. So I'm going to just stick this on this side, and then I've got my Thinking of You note card, which I'm also going to distress quickly, just to slightly lift it off the page. And make it coordinate with the rest of the layers, because you don't want one really neat piece and the rest are kind of distressed. And then that I want tucked just under here like that. So I could have it going off the page, which looks just as nice, and I think I might do that. So I'm going to put some adhesive on this side of the frame, and I've got this fine tip tonic glue. It's the Craft Tacky Glue by Tonic, and it is fab because of that fine nozzle. And I'm just going to put a tad bit of glue on here, because this bit's going to lift up to hold my little note card. And if you mess it with the glue on this frame, it doesn't matter, because it's going to be hidden anyway. Okay, and then this I want tucked here, and I'm going to have it slightly off the page, but I do want a bit of dimension on this, because I've not got that many layers. I want to create the drama and the dimension. So I'm just going to add a tiny bit of foam on here, and that's going to give all the dimension I need. And I'm going to add a bit of wet glue just here, just to help it stick under this frame. And I'm going to have it just slightly off the page like that, off the card rather, and I think that looks really good. And then I've got some twine here which matches the craft colour, and I'm going to do a double bow. So grab yourself some twine or some ribbon, because I've not got any flowers, so I need something. I need something on my card as an embellishment, extra embellishment. Okay, I think this bow looks just fine. I'm gonna cut the ends off, and I'm gonna have this stuck probably just under here. So I'm gonna make the tails a bit shorter, and have this stuck here. And for that I have got my handy hot glue ready. So just a bit of glue on the back of here, and that can just sit there, and that looks so pretty. One more thing I do want to do actually, because I've not got any flowers, or I've not got that many layers. I love the fact that that frame isn't stuck all the way down. I just like the shadow it gives off. Can you see that shadow? I want to add some of this, which is, I've just been going crazy using this recently, and these are the Nouveau Vintage Drops, and this particular colour is the chocolate chip. So why not add a bit of chocolate chip Nouveau drop? So I want to see where I want to. I think I'm going to have a few drops down here. 1, 2, 3. See, that just finishes it off. I love that. These are so beautiful. I love the way they dry. They're just fab. And then what I should have done before I started doing my Nouveau drops is add my insert, which I will not distress. I'm just gonna add my tape actually, and actually I'll just use some wet glue. Some wet glue. In fact, the reverse of this is just pretty as well, this paper. But they're double-sided and I want to use the simpler side. So this then will go inside my card as my lining. And I can write my message here. So that is my simple thinking of you card, using minimal layers and distressing the edges and just one die cut, no flowers. Really simple and easy to do. So I hope you give like card making a go. I hope I've inspired you. And I know sometimes when you see cards you think, oh, there's so many layers, there's so much to do, but you can actually simplify it. Just take back some layers and just have fun creating. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon with another video. Take care. Bye.